History is kept alive through the work of journalists, record keepers, photographers, and artists.
And while books and manuscripts can provide enormous insight, so do the stories of the people who lived it. Storyteller Erin Valle is back now with more on how the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum captures history through in-person interviews.
That's right. This is called the Oral History Program, and it documents Illinois history through face-to-face interviews with veterans, politicians, and farmers. And recently, the program reached a major milestone. Take a look.
To us, the most terrible sound in the world is to hear that, because you know the next thing you're going to hear is the swivel of that 88, and then it's going to go off.
Whether it's the first-hand account of Vincent Speranza, a World War II paratrooper with the 101st Airborne Division at the Battle of the Bulge.
Immediately, Stevenson and his people started talking about a recount.
Or the insight of former Illinois Governor James Thompson. The Oral History Program at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum has spent the last 13 years conducting audio and video interviews with everyone from athletes.
Didn't even dream of such a thing, because there wasn't anything for girls.
To prisoners of war.
Took me to this camp and tied me with a very, very loose rope.
What oral history is so good at is you're finding anecdotes, you're finding the stories that animate a larger theme in ways that people can remember and they can relate to.
Oral History Director Dr. Mark Depew says the program just reached a major milestone, recording its 1,000th interview, totaling more than 2,900 hours of conversation.
We had the notion in mind right from the beginning that we wanted to emphasize quality over quantity. And so I'm a bit surprised and excited about the chance to have us talk about achieving 1,000 interviews. And I still think we've done that and maintained the quality as we've gone forward.
So where are all these interviews stored? Dr. Depew and his team have worked hard to create an online database where teachers, researchers, historians, and the public can have easy access to these tapes.
We add stuff to the website every day, practically.
The website is broken into categories based on subject matter, but one of the largest collections is called Illinois Statecraft and shares firsthand accounts of Illinois politics as far back as the 1940s.
I haven't found anybody who dives as deeply as we do with Illinois politics. So I'm proud about that, and I think in terms of the historical legacy, that probably is the most important project that we're doing.
But what's also important to Dr. Depew is to listen, just as a curious friend would.
Essentially, my job is to really meet fascinating people and then to get to know them in depth, to hear their entire life story and really get to know them better.
If you'd like to browse through those interviews yourself, we'll connect you to the website online at ciliving.tv.
That's pretty cool.
How did our former governor not age a day between like the 80s and now? He looked identical.
That was Dr. Depew you're thinking of.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those guys looks exactly the same from 30 years ago as he did in the...
I don't know what the former governor looks like now, but the guy I interviewed was the director.
Whoever it was, his skin... He's doing something
I know, he's
right.
looking good. He's looking good. He's a great guy.
Maybe he's using the peanut oil like Stan over there for our wraps that we're going to be having.